start off with the hunter mentality. Now, this is interesting. Number one, I don't think the male lions actually do most of the hunting. I think it's actually the female lions. But the picture aside, all right, sometimes I struggle with this analogy, or is this a metaphor? Whichever it is, right? So I struggle with this one because I don't want to think of our customers as our borrowers as prey, right? I don't want to think of them as something that we devour for our own sustenance, like they have to die so that we can live. I'm not quite to that point. I'm not quite that aggressive, but I do like the mindset of the hunter mentality. Here's what I really like especially. I like the control. So when the lioness goes out hunting, whether or not her pack eats is dependent on her alone. Like, yes, there's other outside extenuating circumstances, like the wind may change direction. Somebody else may startle the herd of elk or whatever antelope she's hunting. Something else might happen, right? Maybe somebody else already got there and they're already spooked. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's outside of her control. All she can control is how well she hunts that day. It's all in her control. And I feel like that control factor is really important to what we do. So that hunter mentality is, how good are we? Like, it's all on us, regardless of the circumstances. How well can we articulate? How well can we control the conversation? How well can we communicate the idea of what we want to do to what they want to get and cross that bridge so that it makes sense? All right? So that's the hunter mentality that I want to convey to you. Next, saying in that hunter mentality, we've got Farmville, right? Farmville versus Clash of Clans. That seems a little weird. Let's see what I mean by this. So the hunter mentality is sometimes referred to as farm or fight, right? Farm or hunt, farm or fight, something along those lines. And these are two different kinds of sales techniques. But I want to tell you that to be a really, truly successful salesperson, you got to have a well-balanced diet. You got to have a little bit of both, right? So Farmville in the sales world, if you're a farmer, means you plant seeds. When you plant seeds, it means, in the traditional sense, means like you're making outbounds, you're sending mailers out, you're doing a whole bunch of other things. You get a customer, and we all get those customers, and we put them on the hot list. So your hot list should be your Farmville crop. You understand what I'm saying? So work that hot list, because I like your chances. If there is any doubt about whether or not, if you've got 5 people who should qualify for a mortgage and could save $75 to $100, I'd like your chances of getting them off the fence on any given day. I really, really want you to work that list. Save those people and work it on a daily or semi-daily basis. At least 5 people you should have on there that qualify and can get off the list. Next, Clash of Clans. So you've got 5 people, and maybe you can get one of them every day. Now here's the Clash of Clans. Like, you go into battle every single day. But I'll tell you what, if you don't fight enough battles, you're not going to win. You got to come to a battle with enough forces, right? And in our case, we need to battle about 8 to 12 times every single day to ask for the business. Some of those are going to turn into crops. Some of those are going to turn into yeses. But if you don't fight enough battles, we're not going to get there, right? So it's just a numbers game. So plant a few seeds, water some crops, but go to battle every single day, all right? And don't forget that hunter mentality where it's up to us. We have the control. Last but not least, I want you to stay hopelessly optimistic. So this is really tough to do when we go into battle, and sometimes we lose, right? Sometimes we pick up that phone, and 90% of the time, there's a no on the other end, right? Between the warm transfers and the omni leads, and sometimes there's flyers. Depending on where you're at and what part of the business you're in, there's a bunch of people who tell you no. And it's really tough, but you have to stay hopelessly optimistic